Welcome to Nasdaq TradeTalks. I'm your host, Jill Malandrino, Global Markets Reporter at Nasdaq. We're coming to you live from the Singapore FinTech Festival, and joining me for the segment, we have Nilmini Rubin. She's Chief Policy Officer at Hedera. We're here to discuss regulatory developments and responsible innovation. And Nilmini, it's great to have you with us. Welcome to TradeTalks.
Thank you for having me.
All right, you got it. How do you see governments and regulators approaching these types of frameworks as we're thinking about new and emerging technologies?
We are seeing a real convergence of governments looking at technology regulation, where we're seeing people look at both the risks and the rewards of the technology and trying to regulate out the risks and maximize the rewards. So we're seeing like regulation coming out of the EU on MiCA, crypto, regulation coming out of Singapore, right where we are now, looking at payments and settlements and stable coins. So we're seeing a kind of a really interesting convergence coming through.
Yeah, no, we certainly are. And when you think about the responsible and sustainable innovation in Web3, that certainly, I think governments and regulators are tackling it from that perspective, right? When you think about responsible and ethical use of these types of technologies.
And sustainability is so important as we think about the energy use of any type of technology. Hedera is, the way that our technology is designed, it uses very little energy. It's fast and it's kind of sips the energy, and that allows us to keep our costs down and also allows us to have offsets of that energy so that we are actually carbon negative.
Tell us about the recent partnership with Prove AI. What are some of the advantages of integrating AI into a distributed ledger or the blockchain technology?
AI has, a lot of people talk about their concerns with AI. And DLT, digital ledger technology, helps address those AI concerns. So if you tokenize data on Hedera, it allows you to show the provenance of the data. Where did it come from? It allows you to permission the data, allow use of the data. It allows you to set pricing for the data, have micropayments to the owners of the data, and because it's tokenized, you can pull out data that might be incorrect or biased. So it really addresses a lot of those overall AI concerns.
Yeah, well, tell us about some of Hedera's progress in terms of sustainability and also as it relates to security and data privacy, which of course are front and center across every industry at this point. And then what do you see next over, let's call it the next 5 to 10 years?
We have the Hedera Consensus service that allows for very secure transactions. And I think that as we go forward, I think we're going to see more of an appreciation of the security that enables, the encryption, the privacy, and the ability to own your own data and pull it out if you want to. And I think that though, as technology expands and we see people being more aware of the value of their data, that we will see more of an appreciation of the use of data management on DLT.
Yeah, and what about Hedera's new governing council members? Tell us about that.
So Hedera has a governing council that really manages our operations, makes the big decisions on how the network runs. And we have a structure that allows up to 39 governing council members. Right now, we just had a new one added, 32, and that's the Nairobi Stock Exchange. And that's really exciting because we can think about how they're using this technology to enable better management of securities and tokenization of the securities, the efficiency that brings to the market. And they're joining a governing council of really large established institutions like IBM and Google and Samsung and Magalu, Standard Chartered. So it really creates like a nice synergy as we think about how to take this technology and use it to really improve financial systems.
All right, appreciate the insight, Nilmini. Thanks for joining us on Trade Talks. And thanks for joining me from the Singapore FinTech Festival. I'm Jill Malandrino, Global Markets Reporter at Nasdaq.
Thank you.